How to Read Your Owner Statement by the Coral Sea Property Management Pirates. Reading your statement is like reading a bank statement. Credits represent money going into your account, and debits represent money being taken out of your account. The following example is what a typical statement may look like. Balloons will pop up during this video explaining each section. Please listen clearly to the speaker for further explanation and examples. Please feel free to contact us if you are still having difficulty reading your statement after this tutorial. Here is your typical owner statement. As you can see in the section at the top, this has your name and the address details we have for you. On this side, this shows you the period in which this statement covers. As you can see, this statement goes from the 31st of January 2014 to the 1st of March 2014. Over here is the address of the property that the transactions underneath relate to. So as you can see, the property is 14 Ship Crescent in Douglas, and these transactions are related to this property. Over here is the name of the tenant for the property listed above. So the tenant for 14 Ship Crescent in Douglas is Captain Jack Sparrow. This date over here indicates the date in which the transaction took place. So as you can see, on the 31st of January, $500 was credited for rent. The amount next to the tenant's name is the amount of rent that the tenant is being charged per week. And next to that, this is where the tenant's rent is currently paid up to. So as you can see, the tenant is Captain Jack Sparrow, his rent is $500 per week, and his rent is currently paid to the 20th of March 2014. This area here is where the days are calculated against how much the tenant has paid towards their rent. For example, if the tenant pays 1 week's rent, this will calculate 7 days. As you can see, the tenant has paid $500 towards rent. His rent is being charged at $500 per week, so it's calculated 7 days. This area here just shows you how much has been paid, or how much was credited. Some people do get confused in this section. To give you an example, if Captain Jack Sparrow had only paid $250 per week, the paid 2 dates over here would be different, as he has not paid a full week's rent. Remember, the rent amount being charged is up here, which is $500 per week. In the credit column, this only represents the amount that was actually credited or transferred to our bank account towards rent. This area here in the debit column indicates an expense that has been paid out of the rent. So as you can see, on the 7th of February, an invoice was processed for the repair to the dishwasher at this property. So $277.30 has been deducted. Underneath that is the total management fees and maintenance fees that have been charged on each property. So as you can see here, the rent has been credited here. And for 14 Ship Crescent in Douglas, $247.50 management fees have also been deducted. Underneath that is a summary of the exact amount of money that has been deposited to your bank account. Underneath that is the account details in which the rent or money has been deposited to. So, as a summary, this amount is usually all of your credits minus any debits. However, if you ever see this on your statement, this is money that has been withheld to cover large expenses or an amount withheld that you have asked us to do so. The area down the bottom here is important messages. We write these on the statement for you each month. It's important that you read these because these do contain general information about the Townsville rental market and also any other offers that we're currently running. As mentioned earlier, if you're still having difficulties understanding or reading your statement, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.